know it's around that time right here on KAZ Radio where we have one of the most hottest shows, none other than What's Going On with Lady D and Sir John. And today they got some special guests in the studio. That's right, John. Round two. Take it away, Lady D.
Yes, and here we are back for more because it's just so much with what's going on. I have some wonderful guests in the house this afternoon. We are so honored to have Miss Elizabeth Miss. And we also have the wonderful Robert Johnson. Is it Junior?
That's cool.
Junior, line dance king of Cleveland, Northeast Ohio area. So let's take it away. Let's get started. All right, Elizabeth Myth, tell our audience, who are you and what is it that you do?
Well, I'm a female saxophonist. I have been doing this since the age of 12. Wow. I first heard Kenny G's Christmas music, and my mom was a huge Kenny G fan back in the day. So I heard his CDs, and I was like, I really like the sound of that instrument. I'm like, I really want to, I'd like to start playing that. And so sure enough, I found out it was the soprano saxophone. And I'm like, okay, I got to get me one of those. So I had my dad go down to the music store. We bought one, and everyone was like, you don't start in soprano. You're supposed to start on alto or tenor, and then move up from there. I'm like, no, I have to start in soprano. That's the sound that I really it touched me. So sure enough, I started on the soprano, and I learned all the Kenny G songs, and just something about that sound and the horn, I just connected with it instantly, and it's been my voice ever since.
Awesome. And now I know that you've played with other bands. Tell us some of the other bands that you've played with.
Geez, over the years, I've played with Peter White, Paul Brown, Kim Waters. I've played with Dave Koz backstage, not on his shows. But
Okay.
A couple other people here and there. I did a jazz fest out in California a couple years ago, and did a big birthday bash out there with Peter White as well, Patty Austin, some other people. So that's been a great experience to play and to perform with all of them. So it's been fun.
And also the event that I met you at.
Yes, that back in August there. Mm-hmm.
And who was on that show, and who were you performing with?
I was performing with the Urban Jazz Coalition. They're a great band from Columbus. They're my go-to guys. Anytime I go to the Columbus area, they're the guys I always play with and back me up. So
that is really awesome.
So you've been doing this for a long time.
Yes, 14 years now.
14 years.
Yeah.
I
know time flies, and when you're pursuing your goals and dreams.
Your dreams and having fun.
Having fun, exactly.
That is awesome. And so tell us, do you have any upcoming events that you're going to be playing at so our audience can come and check you out?
I do. I have a Christmas concert over at Club Our Space on Friday, December 15th, 9 p.m. Tickets are $10 at the door, and you can check out my website or Facebook. There's the event on there as well to get more information about it.
Give us your Facebook, your website, and give us a phone
location.
Number, location, the address. You have that?
It's Club Our Space, and it's in Lorain here. Let me just grab you the address real quick.
Okay. And your mother, she's your manager, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
She's the one in charge of booking.
Okay.
Was she also in the music business and all that? Or?
Yeah, she was the one that got my foot into the door everywhere. She really backed me up ever since, I told her, hey, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a full-time musician.
Moment.
Yeah, she was there from the start. I mean, she got me backstage to talk to Paul Brown. He was the one that ended up producing my very first record back when I was 16. So she's been there. She has been the most awesome support I could ever have.
And it's really awesome. Mm-hmm. Does anyone else in your family play music?
Not really, no.
So you're it. Mm-hmm. Brothers and sisters you have?
I do. I have a younger brother and sister.
Okay. And no one plays and no one is interested?
No. I'm the only one.
Not at all?
My brother, I think he picked up the violin slightly, the piano, but never did anything too much with it. So.
But you knew from the get-go that was your dream.
I did.
That's awesome. I'm glad you followed your heart because you are just amazing. When I heard you out there going to town with those fellows, I was like, oh my God, who is this young lady? Okay, I've never seen because my family is very musical inclined. Mm-hmm. My mother, her, the sisters, everybody of course, plays piano. But then the sisters, they play sax and clarinet and flute.
Okay.
And then my uncle, he played xylophone and saxophone and clarinet and also flute. So, yeah. And then when I heard you, I was like, wow. Oh, this is just awesome. I got to get this young lady out here. Let the world know that you are available. And if someone is interested in having you
Well, let
come
me
and
give
play.
her location.
Oh, and let's get the location for the event.
Yes.
And
Move
Facebook.
on.
Yeah, so it's at Club R Space. It's in Lorraine, 201 East 29th Street, Lorraine.
Okay.
9 p.m. on December 15th.
And they can call for
Yes.
tickets.
Well, it's just tickets are at the door, so there's
Okay.
no in advance.
And so, as far
Go to
as
Facebook.
booking you for coming on to do events,
Mm-hmm.
who do they contact?
They would contact Diane Ramba, and it would be elizabethmissbooking@gmail.com.
Okay,
So
great.
my last name is M-I-S. Like
Yes.
Miss with one S.
And that's really your last name.
That is my last name.
Cool.
And the number?
Not just a stage name. That is my name.
Yeah, I thought it was
I'm like, wait a
I thought it was a
second.
stage name.
Me too. And it's just like, no, that's really my last name. Like, really?
And what's your number?
Awesome.
Your mother's number?
If for booking, it's 440-821-7553.
Give it to him one more time.
440-821-7553.
That is awesome.
So your base is here at Northeast Ohio?
Yes, I'm born and raised here.
There's so much talent in this.
I'm telling you,
It's like
Cleveland is
crazy.
just loaded with talent. And just speaking about talent, Mr. Robert, I'm telling you, now this man here is just awesome. He's just dancing. He's got the whole town doing all the latest line dances. Tell us about you, and how did you get started in doing the line dancing and getting involved in all of this, Robert?
Well, that's a whole long story, and I don't know if you have enough time to tell the whole story. So I'm going to tell you the short version.
All right.
Church boy, my mother kept me in church, Pentecostal church across all my life. On my 18th birthday, I had my cousin that wanted to take me out for my birthday. I went to a place called Spot Lounge on 137 and Kinsman Avenue. No form of dancing other than shouting in church and clapping my hands and playing the tambourine. So I got out there and some lady asked me to dance, and I was doing the funky chicken. And everybody was laughing, having a good time. And I promised from that day forth, no one would ever laugh at me again. So I learned how to dance by doing line dances. At that time, it was a Trans-Europe Express, JB's Monorail, Electric
Yeah.
Slide. I learned all my counts and I learned all my steps by doing line dancing, and that's what gave me the rhythm. And now, 28 years later, here I am. I made a great career of that in the city of Cleveland. I've opened up for a number of people, for the Honorable late Congresswoman Stephanie Tubb Jones. I opened up for our previous mayor, Mayor Michael White, back in the day. A number of Congresswoman Marsha Fudge just did her event recently for Labor Day. We had an opportunity to open up for Gerald Levert, open up for Tevin Campbell. We've opened up for Marion Meadows. We've opened up for Zap. We've opened up for just a number of artists.
Wow.
I can go down. God has been so good to me, and I pinch myself all the time, and I tell people all the time, I made a living doing line dancing.
That is awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is
All
awesome.
from your birthday.
Yeah,
What a birthday
right.
present.
What a birthday present, yeah. I took a lot of jokes over the years, but 20 years later, everybody
Hey.
that's laughing and smiling at me now and say, hey, man,
Right.
we teased you about it, but you stuck with it and you made a living out of it. Now, I'm blessed to have a TV show. I come on every Saturday night on Channel 19, and we got over 20,000 people to watch the show every week.
Wow.
I get Nielsen ratings from the TV station. And so I'm just blessed, man. I kind of pinch myself. You know, I have ups and downs like everybody else.
Yeah.
But I'm blessed, and I just got a contract with Pet Palace, and we just got a contract with Nissan of Bedford. There's going to be 2 sponsors for our new upcoming TV show, Line Dance Cleveland. And we're also partnering with Cleveland Clinic and partnering with Molina Healthcare on the health and wellness.
Okay,
Awesome.
Awesome.
You are also taking your line dances classes and you're teaching them
Correct.
at other locations.
That is correct.
Tell us about, because you were telling me about one that you go into the prisons.
Yes, we actually, just today, after I leave you guys, I'm honored to be called, I got called from the warden over at the Cleveland prison, and then they asked me to come over and teach some line dancing. So I'm a volunteer hour of my time today once I leave your location, and we're going to teach the ladies some line dancing and try to encourage them. You know, we've all made mistakes in life before,
Yeah.
and I tell people all the time, I'm only one car accident, one drink, one smoke away from being in the same place that you guys are. I went last week and spoke to them as a speaker, but this week we're coming back, and we're going to have some fun with them and enjoy some line dancing and try to encourage them and bless them throughout this holiday season.
That is
That
awesome.
is awesome. That is good.
I'm telling you. And you have an upcoming event as well.
Yeah.
I do, and thank you for letting me mention it. I'd like to give you a pair of tickets to give away to some of your listeners or viewers that might be watching it. But
Okay.
coming up this Friday, we're doing a big event. It's after Thanksgiving Jam, and it's going to be this Friday, November the 24th. And we have a star-studded cast that we're doing these tickets for. And it's for a great cause. We partner with the Cleveland Food Bank, and our tickets are only $25.
Okay.
And for every $25 that's paid, $5 of that will go to the Cleveland Food Bank.
Great.
And a family of 4 can be fed by the Cleveland Food Bank for $5.
That's
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're looking forward to raise money, and if we're not raising money, we're not having fun. I have national R&B recording artist Glenn Jones. He'll be headlining that event. I also have national jazz recording artist who's a local gentleman here in the city of Cleveland, but he's number 4 on the radio charts. His name is Andre Kavor, and he's recently played on 107.3 The Wave. Got a brand new CD called Road Trip. And then last but not least, I have coming from the city of Toledo, Ohio. Very funny brother, hilarious gentleman by the name of Mr. Daryl Banks from BET Comic View. And finishing the night off, I'll be DJing on the 1s and 2s and making everybody move and have a great time. So if you eat too much turkey, Thanksgiving, come on and see me. Too much macaroni and cheese, candy yams, turkey and dressing. I'm making myself hungry, but come
So you
on.
Yeah,
gonna
me
dance
too.
out them calories.
We're going to dance
Dance it
off the
off?
calories. Day after Thanksgiving, Friday, November 24th, we're going to the Holiday Inn in Strongsville, right by the freeway, and we would love to have everyone and all your listeners to come on out and support this great cause and have a great night of fun. Also, we'd love to invite this beautiful young lady here. I heard some of her music that we played earlier. She's an
Yes.
excellent saxophonist. So, Andre Kavor, if you're listening, you got to move over because I got somebody else coming.
Hey, you know what? It's funny you said that because
Is he on?
the Kavors just said to tell you hello
Okay.
and that they love you. You are their partner. So
that's
just
wonderful.
wanted to pass that on. But that was before you made the comment that
Yeah,
you're
they must have
replacing
They-
him with
They might kick me out now.
Elizabeth Miss.
Elizabeth Miss is awesome. I'd love to have her come in and perform.
Amen.
If she can do
Yeah.
one song with the band, we'd love to have that.
Yeah.
We're actually shooting live our TV show. We're shooting our TV show live at the Holiday Inn on November 24th. So
Okay.
for those that are interested in come be on our TV show in the studio audience,
Yes.
we'd like to take the opportunity to invite you all to come on out.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
And we even have a little bit of your music. Can you hit that for me?
Absolutely.
All right,
It's
so-
had it lightly playing in the background, but
Yeah.
I'll turn it up a little bit. But you guys, you can't hear it because it's going to be a lot of feedback. But the audience can hear it.
Let the audience
good.
hear
Audience.
it. Yeah, especially the Kavors are listening. You never know. You may get up there and be playing with Andre Kavor, and you and him can blow something.
So it's playing. So anyway, I have a question. For
Which one?
For both of you. Well, first starting off with Elizabeth. Elizabeth, don't take this the wrong way, but you just don't fit the jazz artist look. Talk to me about that. Were people trying to tell you, hey, look, Elizabeth, play the violin, or maybe the piano, be a pianist, or something like. But a saxophonist, come on. Did you get any of that?
I didn't. No, actually, I didn't
No?
get too much of that. No, I got snubbed a lot for being too young. A lot of people
Yeah.
they didn't take me seriously. So I don't know. I guess I do have a young lumpy face. But even back when I was young teenager, no
They were like, "You're
no
too
one took me
young.
seriously. Go
Jazz,
enjoy your
you
youth and do other things. Like
Right.
this isn't me enjoying my youth. This is my passion.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Right, because when they told you to start off with another type of sax, you wanted the soprano sax, and you said you felt it.
What was the passion?
And that's your passion.
and it's a gift from God. To have
Yes.
to have that much talent, and it's who I am, and it's who He's made me. So I
Wow.
can't not do it. It's a part of me. So
That's awesome.
It
Which
is.
is the key to life.
Yeah.
Whatever your passion is.
And God gives us
Prove to
all
it,
many
stick to it.
talents. And it's all about finding what you're good at and pursuing it. And sharing it with the world. Because you both are sharing what you love, what you're passionate about in the world. And believe it or not, you bring people happiness. You bring people joy. You're giving us exercise and keeping us fit. Actually, you can sell your
And then
CDs.
joy.
Yes, I do. I have some CDs that contain 14 line dances. We just recently did a breast cancer awareness line dance DVD.
Okay.
And we donated all the money to breast cancer awareness. Our DVD is only $10, and someone would like interested to order one, they can go to our email address at ldking1299@yahoo.com, or you can call me direct. I answer the phone at 1 o'clock in the morning. Every time my show comes on the air, you can call us at 216-778-0401. And I like to make mention of something that our other co-host over there make mention of. For Miss Mist over here, she is a great market. For her to be as young as she is, as unique as she is, and to be one of our light-skinned brothers and sisters, she would be a great market for television and a great market in the market. Because when Kenny G first came out, nobody really took him seriously.
Yes.
We had a
That's true.
Caucasian guy playing, and he total career out of it. People
Yes.
book him all over the world.
Yes, yes.
All over the world. And
Yes.
I'm honored to be on the same stage and platform with her, knowing that she has the opportunity to be, on a larger scale. And just
Well-
make another song so I can make a line dance to it.
Yes, but brother, you're not chopped liver yourself, because you've taken something.
What does it mean to be chopped liver?
Chopped liver? I mean,
Not chopped beef?
who likes chopped liver? No one likes chopped liver. But you're a phenomenon yourself to take line dancing and DJing to the level you've taken it to. Not only are you, entertaining people at clubs and dancing, but you brought this as a ministry to those that are in prison.
I
Yes.
received that, my
You
brother.
know,
My
God-
parents just told me the same thing.
God says, hey, when I was in prison, you came to visit me.
Correct.
And you coming today to the prisons and not sharing the gospel, but sharing music, which is universal,
Yes.
that's just, man,
Sharing
that's
love.
just awesome. Sharing love.
Yes.
Well, I'm
I
going
never
out
heard of
and
nothing like
encourage
it.
them and try to put a little smile on their face. I'm sure in the situation, in the confinements of where they are, it's not an easy task to deal with.
Yes.
You're told when to move, when to break, when to do whatever. So they kind of like got it in a confinement box. So I just thank God for the opportunity.
Yes.
Just this year, just what you mentioned, I had the opportunity going on a cruise, and I went to Cozumel, Mexico.
Yes.
And all I had to do was teach 1 hour line dance a day. And I got a free cruise and a free trip. They paid for everything, and they gave me a couple $dollars from my pocket.
Wow.
That's
So I consider
awesome.
that awesome. I'm looking forward to Jamaica on next year, and then I'm also sponsoring my own birthday cruise. We're going to Honduras, Belize, Cozumel, Cozumaya on a 7-day cruise in December of next year.
Okay.
So sometimes I just pinch myself. God is good, and if you got to just stay faithful to Him, listen to
And he'll
His
be
call.
faithful to you?
Man.
Whatever
Absolutely.
passion you have that he gave you and
I
the
mean, a
talent.
television show, you're doing television,
Take
all
that opportunity.
from line dancing and DJing. I mean,
Sure.
that really is a platform that I've never heard of. That's something that definitely can go national, because one thing that we miss now, back in the day, we used to have shows like Soul Train.
Right.
You're right.
And there was a
Right.
local show
How far
too.
was that?
Yeah.
Yes.
There was a local show too here in Cleveland. I forget the name
I'm
of
gonna tell you what it is.
Ah.
if you
What is it?
remember it.
Is
It's
it
a,
Larry?
friend of- a very good friend of mine, and I'm gonna tell you something, brother.
Uh-huh.
I paid homage to this brother because
Come
had
on.
not been for this brother, I wouldn't have been doing TV. But I found him; he's my idol in the city of Cleveland. He worked in radio, worked in TV, and
Yes.
his name is Chuck Conway Jr.
Oh, that's
Chuck
right.
Conway
Yep.
Jr.
He had a TV
Wow.
show called Telejam.
Damn.
Come
That
on.
was the name of the show.
Telejam.
Come on
Wow.
every Sunday night, 11
11
o'clock.
o'clock.
Wow.
And I was a young guy watching this show, and I said, "Hey man, I can do that." You know, out there, everybody having a good time, enjoying their show.
Right.
And his brother was hosting the show, and he's done radio for a number of years. And I reached out to him, and I said, "Listen, man," I said, "you don't know me." I said, "But I respect what you've done and what the legacy you've left in the city of Cleveland, and I would be honored if you come on my show and host one of my shows. I'm gonna pay you to come on my show and host
Wow.
it." And he came. He consented. Did a great job. He hosted one of my episodes of Line Dance Cleveland on Channel 19. I want to send a big shout out to my man, my brother, my friend, Brother Chuck Conway Jr., legend in the city of Cleveland.
That is
Awesome.
absolutely awesome.
That is
And,
just awesome.
and just by the way, Althea Kavor tells you, Elizabeth, to bring your sax.
Bring your sax.
There it is.
Okay.
Bring your sax.
Sounds
So
like
there
a
it
show.
is.
There's
Sounds
your
like it.
invite, okay?
If Elizabeth comes next Friday, November 24th, for this Black Friday, day after Thanksgiving jam, I promise y'all she'll be known by more than thousands of more people will know who Elizabeth is if she comes on this particular program. And if you just play one song,
Elizabeth,
promise
is that a date?
I'll
Okay,
I'll
tell-
be there.
You'll be
You'll be
there?
there?
Okay,
Oh.
tell her it's confirmed.
You know what? I'm going to make sure that I
TV
make that.
screen right in front of you. You
Okay,
ain't gotta worry
because
about it.
I'm
I
going
don't
to
know
be
about
there.
you giving free tickets to our studio audience. This engineer is going to take a free ticket.
Ah,
And
no, that's
I'm
right.
coming to this because this is really
There you go,
hot.
Larry.
This is really hot. Oh, well, God
There
bless.
it is.
Okay,
Thank you
thank you
very
very
much.
much.
I
Yes,
will
be
be
there,
there.
be
I will
there.
be there.
I'm gonna ask you to
I
do
will
one
be
thing
there.
for me.
Yes, sir.
Just bring me a canned goods so we can donate to the
Definitely.
Absolutely.
I'll bring you quite a few
Absolutely.
canned goods.
If I can make one last statement, if you allow me to.
Go
Yes.
ahead.
Right
I tell
ahead.
people all the time, one of my passions for this particular event is to feed the Cleveland Food Bank and assist them in getting the necessary money to raise to buy a bit about food and for those donating food. But this is not just a seasonal type thing. We got people that's hungry in January, February, March.
Yes.
Not just because it's Thanksgiving, not just
Right.
because it's Christmas.
Year long.
But these people still got to eat in
Every day.
April, May, June. So the process, and I went on Harry Boomer's TV show Focus 43 last week, and we talked about this event. And I was blown away when the lady from Tiffany Scruggs from the Cleveland Food Bank was on the air with me. And I was just totally blown away when she told me she could feed a family of 4 for $5
Oh, yeah.
with the food that they get from the government. You know, what we'll pay is something totally different.
Correct.
But of course, what they get it for is
Yeah, because they buy in big boatloads.
yeah.
Yeah, because I have a couple of friends that actually run some food banks. And they go and they make these huge, they get a lot for their
Right.
money. And they give it out to the people in the community, because they need to eat from the time they get there after their check is gone,
Correct.
and they're on a monthly, 1 month income. Things run out,
that does. it
and
does.
so we have to take care of one another.
Our church, I go to Body of Christ Assembly on Miles Avenue, and every
yeah.
fourth Thursday of the month, our pastor in our church, we hand out food drive.
Okay.
And we had some people just came this past Thursday. We gave out some turkeys, and it was just, we got some people that take advantage of the system.
Right.
But you got others that you see the need.
Yes.
And you know there's
Yes.
a need.
Need.
And we had
Yes.
people that had tears in their eyes. It was end of the month, I don't know what I was going to
Right.
eat. Even Harry, when I was on Harry Boomer's show, he made mention back in the day, he heard about older people buying cat food to eat off of, to live off of.
Wow.
And we live in the richest country
Yeah.
in the world.
No
There's
one
reason
should be
for nobody to
hungry.
None.
No one. And, I want to just give a big shout out, and I thank all our churches and all our community centers that are doing this, taking care of the community by giving out food and providing turkeys, and this time
And
of
all the
year.
services that do it, because
Yes.
the Cleveland Food Bank was one of the first food banks of that kind of nature in the nation. And so it set a standard, and it set to other cities how they can have a center where you have a stopgap in the community, and it shows also a community coming together. We do that, and that's important about helping out. Like you said, it's a year-long thing.
Yes, yes.
Because
Yes, it is.
doing these things like that, and donating year-long, or participating year-long, it's a one way we can help prevent. So you don't have to go down to the prisons and do the line dancing.
Yes.
And things like that.
Yeah.
It's all about community, reaching out and realize we're all one community.
Exactly.
It's very important to know that you be blessed for what you give away and not what
Right.
you keep.
That's right.
Exactly.
And we must
Tenfold.
learn to be a giver,
Yes, that's right. That's
and
right.
not always be looking for something in return.
That is true.
Because good is never lost, as my big mom said. Good is never lost. It always will come back, okay? When you least expect it. So learn how to be a blessing to a many, as a many will be a blessing to you.
So now, Elizabeth,
I
your
see.
music, is it in the studio? Did you go to a studio to make this, or
Yes.
did you do it yourself?
Yeah, for the current CD that you're playing, Breakaway, that was done in Michigan with Nate Harrison in his studio.
Okay,
So-
very good.
Okay.
Very nice.
And when will this CD be released?
Yes.
This one's released already. This was the one that I had released on the label I was signed to back about 4 years ago.
Okay.
And its name is Breakaway.
Breakaway.
Break away.
We get that
Any
on
stores anywhere you can
Pandora.
find?
Yeah, it's Breakaways on Amazon, iTunes, or everywhere. I saw it at our local Barnes and Nobles over in Westlake back when it first came out, so that was fun.
Great. Great.
I think that was.
And now,
Robert.
Robert has a connection with the folks over at the Wave, right? So are you playing on the Wave now?
Yes,
or?
it's been
okay.
on the wave as well.
Well, I like to get her to do one of these wave luncheons. I'm blessed for the last several years. I've been doing the DJ and line dancing for 107.3 Wave senior luncheons.
Okay.
And if there's 500 people at every luncheon. There's
Wow.
not been one that I've done in the last 3 years that they haven't had 500 people or more. They're actually already
Wow.
sold out for December the 5th at the Holiday Inn in Independence.
Okay.
They added another one 2 days later in Westlake at a place called Wagner's.
Okay.
That sold out too. But
Wow.
I'm definitely love to put her name in the hat. They always have live entertainment, live band.
Okay.
I normally DJ and teach the line dance piece. They provide everybody 4-course lunch and dessert, and it's such a wonderful occasion just to be a part of and be associated with.
Well, all right, Elizabeth, looks like we've got some events for you to participate in and get out there and play that saxophone so they can really enjoy, because she makes beautiful music.
Most
So
definitely,
with the
most
sax
definitely.
and the beautiful dancing, what a good time.
It's something you just said that just triggered to me, and if I can mention it real quickly, and I would love to get a chance to get a copy of her CD, but Andre Gavor, who just hit him up on our
Yes.
social media, a very good friend of mine, he made a CD called Road Trip,
Yep.
Yes.
and I created a line dance called Road Trip.
Did you?
And we went to Las Vegas in July of this year for a national line dance convention that was held in Las Vegas. And this has never, ever, ever, ever been done before. I taught the line dance while he played the jazz saxophone live on
Right.
Road Trip.
Awesome.
Wow.
We videotaped it. We had thousands of people that was there. And if Andre and them don't mind me telling this story real quickly, once he finished playing and we conducted the line dance, everybody wanted to sign his autograph and everybody wanted to get a CD. And I hate to say this, even in your hometown sometimes. I love my hometown. I live here in Cleveland, Ohio. But I tell anybody, when you go out of town somewhere and you have an art or a craft, they just reserve and preserve you so much more. They just
Yes.
they honor you so much better, man. It was like I had to pull him out. We did a radio interview at the local station while we were there in Las Vegas in July. It just, they just treat you so much better.
Well, you know what? I had an artist named Debonice Bird. I don't know if you know. You know Debonice.
Very well.
And all artists that came on here said exactly what you said. When they go overseas, they are as big as Elvis.
Right. Correct.
Come to Cleveland, and man, you'd be lucky to get them to come
Okay,
out.
stand up against the wall, hold
Yeah,
the
you
wall.
know, it is amazing, but because Cleveland is just spoiled that way. We
Yeah.
Well,
we're
we
so
got a lot of
cliquish.
artists that come out of
Yeah,
there.
we got
We
some
gotta like what,
artists,
take it for
artists.
granted,
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
but
it
we have
also-
to embrace it. You
Yeah,
know?
we got to embrace it, but think about it too. It also gives you an area where you can be yourself.
That's true.
Yeah, you're laid back. You're always going to be
Right.
comfortable at home.
I would see
Exactly.
Gerald Levert at
Oh, yeah.
local establishments around town. And
Nobody messing with him.
Nobody will bother.
Exactly.
Nobody
You
messing
can
with
be
him.
laid back. You can be yourself instead of getting chased around.
I mean, that's the same
Snapchat.
with John. I mean, John can go out anywhere and no one messes with John, even though he's
No one messes
You
with
know what?
you.
I just got this wonderful idea.
Mainly because my wonderful partner
2
Lois.
minutes.
Okay, 2 minutes.
Right.
I got this wonderful idea. Just hit me last night when I went to go see J Sax. I would love to see a sax concert. Just to get all the saxophone players
From
and just
Cleveland?
have a blast.
Northeastern
on.
Ohio?
Yes.
There's a lot.
A
There's
major
a lot.
concert where
I didn't
the
realize
sax
it.
players is coming together. And then for you, get downtown May Euclid and just have the biggest line dance contest
A
going.
mob?
That sounds
Yes.
great.
That
Sounds
Okay,
great.
I love it.
Out of nowhere,
Okay,
just a big
that
old-
would be record
Wait,
breaking.
But the saxophone
Yes.
players-
Wait,
Yes.
I'm gonna tell y'all this.
Go ahead,
I
go
noticed,
ahead,
I noticed, and
go
I'll
ahead.
make this quick.
You got 1 minute. Okay.
In
Okay.
1999, I did the African American Heritage Picnic with a gentleman by the name of Louis Moore, Brick City Productions.
Yes, I
we
know
closed
Louis.
the whole street off.
Wow.
We had 10,000 people facing the same way, wearing T-shirts, doing
Right.
line dance.
Yes.
At that time, we broke the Guinness Book of World Records, but it's since been rebroken. But
Uh-huh.
we did it in 1999.
Well, we
at
need to make that
Woodhill
happen.
Park.
Let's
Woodhill
make
Park?
that
They
happen
call it
next
Lukeisha,
year.
but it's always gonna be Woodhill
Woodhill.
with me.
All right, well, let's make that happen for 2018.
You
Give
got it.
our city something to look forward to. Hey, we got to wrap this up. It's been a wonderful Sunday afternoon.
A little hot fire.
Yeah,
A little
yeah,
hot
but
fire.
I just wanted to bring on this wonderful entertainment that we got going on what's going on with Lady D
And me.
and
Sir
Sir
John.
John. All right, see you next Sunday.